Imagine waking up one day and realizing you're the last survivor of an entire universe. That's Galactus. One minute, he's Galan, a scientist from a dying cosmos. The next, he's reborn as a godlike force of destruction with an appetite for planets. This dude doesn't just eat, he devours. Civilizations tremble at his name. Even Thanos? Yeah, he thinks twice before messing with him. From his tragic origins to clashing with the Fantastic Four and turning the Silver Surfer into his space Uber, this is the catastrophic tale of Galactus, the biggest cosmic menace Marvel's ever seen. Buckle up, it's about to get massive. Alright, let's rewind the cosmic clock way back. Before Spider-Man, before the Avengers, before even the Big Bang itself. We're talking about the previous universe, an ancient cosmos on the brink of collapse, and at the center of it, a planet called Theia, home to the most advanced civilization of its time. Enter Galan, a scientist, explorer, and all-around genius who realizes that the universe is literally dying. Black holes are swallowing galaxies, stars are winking out like cheap candles, and everything is heading toward one final implosion. Total cosmic doom. But does Galan sit back and wait for the end? Nope. He does what any completely unhinged scientist would do. He flies straight into the destruction, head first. With his crew at his side, Galan pilots a ship into the fiery chaos of the Big Crunch, hoping to find something on the other side. Spoiler, they don't make it. But Galan? He doesn't just survive, he evolves. Somehow, within that swirling storm of destruction, he merges with a mysterious cosmic entity, the sentience of the universe itself. This being doesn't just let him die. Oh no. It transforms him into something new, something incomprehensibly powerful. He enters a state of cosmic incubation, sealed inside a galactic cocoon for eons, drifting through the void while the new universe, the one we know, takes shape. Stars form, galaxies swirl into existence, and eventually, that cocoon cracks open, and Galactus is born. No longer just a man, no longer just a scientist, he is now a cosmic force of nature. But there's a catch. Galactus awakens with an insatiable hunger. Not for pizza, not for tacos, for planets. His very existence demands he consume the life energy of entire worlds to survive. And let's just say, this isn't great news for civilizations across the universe. Before we dive into the cosmic chaos, let's talk survival. Just like Galactus needs planets, this channel needs 1,000 subscribers. So if you're enjoying this wild ride through Marvel's biggest cosmic menace, hit that subscribe button. Alright, now back to our regularly scheduled destruction. Galactus awakens. The universe is young, stars are still being born, galaxies are forming, but his mind is consumed by one thing: hunger. Not the kind you fix with a burger, no. This is cosmic starvation. A bottomless void in his being gnawing at him, demanding to be filled. At first he resists. He was once Galan, a scientist, a man of reason. He doesn't want to be a destroyer. But the hunger? It doesn't care. It grows worse. After drifting through the silent void for eons, he finally gives in. He needs to feed, or he will die. His first victim? Archaeopia, a peaceful, thriving civilization that has no idea what's coming. Galactus doesn't invade. He doesn't negotiate. He consumes. He constructs his first energy conversion device, a terrifying machine that siphons the planet's life force. The Archaeopians try to fight, try to escape, but it's useless. In a matter of moments, their world is reduced to ash and silence. And with that, Galactus understands his fate. He is no longer a man. He is a force of nature. He is destruction incarnate. But even a cosmic god needs a home. So, from the wreckage of Archaeopia and the cosmic debris of forgotten worlds, he constructs Ta-2, his massive, ever-moving fortress, a world ship capable of sustaining him as he roams the cosmos in search of his next meal. Still, Galactus has a problem. Hunting takes time. He needs scouts, beings who can travel ahead, find planets rich in life energy, and prepare them for consumption. Thus, the Heralds of Galactus are born. These powerful beings, infused with a fraction of his cosmic might, would become his eyes and ears across the universe. Many come and go, but one would change everything. Norrin Rad, the Silver Surfer. But before we get to that, let's talk about Earth's first encounter with the Devourer of Worlds. Because, spoiler alert, Galactus doesn't just show up and leave without making a mess. And that mess, it would push the Fantastic Four to their absolute limits. For billions of years, Galactus has roamed the cosmos, consuming worlds like they're on an all-you-can-eat buffet. But then, one day, he finds Earth. Now, normally a planet is just another meal for Galactus. Nothing special, nothing personal. But Earth? Earth is different. The first sign of trouble? The Watcher shows up. Yeah, the big, bald, cosmic observer who swore never to interfere. He breaks his own rule and warns the Fantastic Four that something really, really bad is coming. And that bad thing? Galactus. And just like that, boom! A massive otherworldly figure appears in the sky, his presence alone shaking the very fabric of reality. Galactus wastes no time. No threats, no warnings. He just starts setting up his machinery. The Fantastic Four, they throw everything they've got at him. Reed Richards tries to reason with him. Johnny Storm and Ben Grimm attack with everything in their arsenal. Nothing works. Because how do you stop a being who has survived the end of a universe? Meanwhile, above them all, watching in silence, is the Silver Surfer. Galactus's most loyal herald, the one who finds planets for his master to consume, is just doing his job. Earth is just another world, another sacrifice. But then, something happens. The Silver Surfer meets Alicia Masters, a blind sculptor, an ordinary woman, someone who should mean nothing to a cosmic being, and yet she treats him with kindness. For the first time in eons, the Surfer sees humanity not as an abstract idea, but as real people. And in that moment, he makes a choice. He betrays Galactus. The Fantastic Four can't believe it. The Silver Surfer, once the harbinger of destruction, turns against his master. He attacks Galactus with all his might. And for the first time in, well, forever, Galactus is actually surprised. But surprise isn't enough to stop him. He's still winning. That's when Reed Richards pulls off the biggest Hail Mary in Marvel history. He sends the Human Torch on a dangerous mission to steal the Ultimate Nullifier, a device so powerful that it could erase Galactus from existence. And guess what? They get it. Galactus, for all his power, fears the Nullifier. He knows that if Reed uses it, it could mean the end of everything. And so he backs down. But before he leaves, he doesn't forget the betrayal of the Silver Surfer. As punishment, he binds the Surfer to Earth, stripping him of his freedom, trapping him on the planet he chose to protect. Galactus vanishes into the void, leaving Earth scarred but standing. But here's the thing about Galactus. He never stops hungering, and one day, he'll be back. Earth survived Galactus once, but the universe? It's full of lunatics who don't know when to quit. And when it comes to cosmic-level delusions of grandeur, there's only one man who takes the crown. Dr. Victor Von Doom. Now, Doom isn't just your average evil genius. He's a sorcerer, a scientist, a dictator, and above all, a man who thinks he deserves absolute power. So naturally, when he hears about Galactus, his first thought isn't fear, it's opportunity. This brings us to one of the craziest power plays in Marvel history. Dr. Doom steals the power cosmic. Let's set the stage. Doom, always scheming, figures out that Galactus's tech is beyond anything ever created. He manages to sneak aboard Ta-2, the world ship of the Devourer himself. And while most beings would just stand there trembling, Doom, he hacks it. Yeah, he hijacks Galactus's own technology. And then he steals the Silver Surfer's power. For the first time ever, Dr. Doom wields the power cosmic. This isn't just a level up. This is godhood. He's now capable of reshaping reality, of bending the laws of physics to his will. And what does Doom do with his newfound divinity? He immediately picks a fight with Galactus. Now, to be fair, Doom actually puts up a terrifying fight. He's stronger than he's ever been, blasting Galactus with power beyond mortal comprehension. For a moment, it actually looks like he might win. But here's the thing about Galactus. You don't steal from a god and live to tell the tale. Galactus reclaims his power, stripping Doom of every ounce of cosmic energy. And just like that, Doom, who was moments away from becoming a cosmic overlord, is left broken, powerless, and humiliated. And Galactus, he doesn't gloat. He doesn't punish Doom. He doesn't even care. Because to Galactus, Doom wasn't an enemy. He was an inconvenience. Galactus isn't some Saturday morning villain. He doesn't conquer. He doesn't rule. He doesn't even care about power. He just feeds. But when you're devouring entire civilizations, eventually you make some very dangerous enemies. Because Galactus, he's not the only godlike being in the universe, and some of them, they don't take kindly to a cosmic parasite eating their creations. Enter the Celestials, ancient, towering, armor-clad beings who seed and shape life across the cosmos. They see themselves as the architects of existence, and Galactus, he's the wrecking ball. Normally, Galactus doesn't care about other cosmic forces, but when he starts consuming planets meant for the Celestials' experiments, they decide enough is enough. What follows is one of the biggest fights in Marvel history. Galactus throws everything he has at them: pure cosmic destruction, reality-warping power, energy blasts that can vaporize stars. But the Celestials, they hit back harder. They don't just fight Galactus, they overwhelm him. Galaxies tremble, planets explode just from the shockwaves. And for the first time in forever, Galactus is forced to retreat. The Celestials don't kill him, but they put him in his place. Lesson learned: even a god has limits. Now you'd think Galactus is the top of the food chain, but then comes Thanos. During the legendary Infinity Gauntlet saga, Thanos gathers all 6 Infinity Stones and rewrites reality itself. Sensing that this power is too great, Galactus teams up with Marvel's biggest cosmic forces, Odin, the Celestials, even Eternity itself, to stop Thanos. Bad idea. Thanos barely blinks before wiping them all from existence. One second, Galactus is there, the next, he's gone. No struggle, no battle. Just a snap of Thanos' fingers and the devourer of worlds ceases to exist. Here's the thing. Thanos didn't just erase Galactus. He erased half the universe. Eventually, the remaining heroes, including Silver Surfer, Adam Warlock, and Doctor Strange, outsmart Thanos. They steal the gauntlet, undo the damage, and restore everyone who was erased, including Galactus. So just like that, he's back. And he is not happy about it. Now, up until now, we've seen Galactus as a force of destruction. But what if I told you there's a version where he becomes a force of creation? That's right. One day, in a totally unexpected turn of events, Galactus evolves. Instead of consuming planets, he starts creating them. Instead of spreading death, he spreads life. For the first time in eternity, Galactus isn't starving. He is Galactus the Lifebringer. But let's be real, peace doesn't last in Marvel. Eventually, his hunger returns. His fate is unchangeable. No matter how hard he tries, one truth remains. Galactus must feed. Galactus has fought gods, celestials, and even the mad titan Thanos, but none of them compare to the Black Winter. This isn't a supervillain with an evil scheme. It's not even a person. It's a cosmic force, the devourer of universes. While Galactus consumes planets to survive, the Black Winter does the same with entire realities, and it was coming back. Galactus knew it before anyone else, because the Black Winter didn't just destroy his old universe, it created him. Yes, the thing that wiped out Galan's original cosmos chose him to survive, and Galactus had been running from it ever since. Desperate, Galactus seeks out Thor, king of Asgard, not to fight but to beg for help. The great cosmic predator turns to a mere god to save him, but Thor, he doesn't trust him, so he forces Galactus to become his herald. The roles are reversed. Galactus, the master of heralds, is now just a pawn. Infused with the power cosmic, Thor fights beside him, and together, they take the fight to the Black Winter. And then, Thor learns the truth. Galactus had lied. He had known about the Black Winter for eons. He hadn't been trying to stop it. He had been trying to grow strong enough to escape it. Thor doesn't take betrayal lightly. So, what does he do? He murders Galactus. Thor drains him of every last ounce of cosmic power. Then, in one final act of judgment, he turns Galactus's massive body into a living bomb and obliterates the Black Winter. For the first time since his creation, Galactus dies. Not sealed away, not banished, dead. But here's the thing about Galactus. Even death isn't the end, because Galactus always returns. Fast forward billions of years, the universe is dying. Every star has gone dark. Every planet is nothing but dust. And in the void of it all, one being remains, Galactus. He has outlived everything. The Avengers, the X-Men, the Celestials, even eternity itself. He is the final survivor. And then he senses something. Not death, not destruction, but rebirth. This is the moment Galactus was always meant for. See, Galactus isn't just some random space monster. He's part of the cosmic cycle. He doesn't just end things. He makes way for the next universe. And in the last seconds before existence collapses, he does the one thing no one ever expected. He lets go. Galactus allows himself to be consumed by the very forces that created him, feeding his energy into the birth of a new reality. And then, boom, the cycle begins again. So, does Galactus truly die? Yes and no. Because as the next universe takes shape, something stirs within it. A familiar cocoon, a being awakens. Is it Galactus? Is it something new? Or is it something even greater? We don't know, but one thing is certain. Galactus was never just a destroyer. He was a force of balance, a cosmic necessity. And whether as a devourer, a creator, or something beyond our understanding, he will return. Because the universe always needs Galactus. But he's just one piece of Marvel's infinite cosmic puzzle. There are still so many legends to uncover, battles to relive, and stories to tell. Which Marvel character should I cover next? Drop your suggestion in the comments. And if you love epic Marvel deep dives, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the next cosmic adventure